Bible speaks of many things that we can do to touch people's lives. I think one of the greatest avenues that Jesus taught was to serve the community and to meet needs. I don't know if you found out that just sharing Jesus sometimes does not quite break that barrier in the people's ears, in the mind, in the world. But when you touch a need in their life, one of the questions that we ask people in our city is, can I pray with you about something? And what that says is, do you have something going on in your life that I could actually pray and ask the Lord to help you in? And in that, there's no agenda. I don't have anything personally to gain in the sense of I want to put a notch in my belt that someone gets saved. But it's actually caring for that person and not necessarily trying to do something in the sense of another evangelistic tool to reach people, but in a way it really is. Because what we're doing is we're meeting a need. And what we're sitting in right now is our medical clinic that we have. It's a mobile medical clinic. And I'm sitting on one of the tables. We have another table here, and we have nurses and we have doctors that will go out every Saturday, and they will actually check the children, check the parents. Many of them can't afford to go to doctors. Some of them don't have insurance, and we give them medical care. What a tremendous ministry that is that we send this out to reach them, and we care about their physical well-being, and they wonder, why do you do this? And then that opens the door for us to share why we do this. And that's when I hear about Jesus. That's when I hear about the church. I look at the Gospels, and I think you and I both agree that Jesus, when he went from place to place to place, he always looked for someone that was hurting. Well, really the other way around. Many times once they knew that he'd done that, they were looking for him because they were hurting. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe if we become people that we deal with people's needs, and people start realizing we become that type Jesus person to them that meets needs, I wonder if we really have to seek them out as much as they'll seek us out, because they know that we really care about them more than we care about just building a building or building a church and putting a lot of people in the pew. Today I'm sitting in one of the vehicles. This is one of the instruments that we use to penetrate darkness in our city. If we say that we care, if we say that we're the salt of the earth, we got to get out of the salt shaker. We got to get out of the building. And this right here is an example of saying we love our city, we want to help you. If you don't want to come to our church, that's okay. We just want to go ahead and do what we can to see that your life is better. Here's a challenge to you. Here's what I want to inspire you about. There's got to be something that you and I can agree upon that we can do every day, where we can touch somebody's life, where we could care for them and say, you know what, you are important enough to just deal with your particular situation, your circumstances, whatever you're walking through. Because you know as well as I do that people are dealing with their finances, they're dealing with house issues, they're dealing with family issues. I read all of our prayer requests, and I have tons and hundreds of prayer requests that come in every week. I know what the needs are, and a lot of it's dealing with family. So you know what? Let's meet some family needs. Let's pray for people. Let's stand in a gap for them. The Bible talks about it's not about me. It's about me touching other people. So you become the Jesus today. You become his hands. You become his feet. How about we become also his speech? So you're inspired. Touch your city.